Hello, everyone. A very good afternoon to you. And I'm hoping that you are enjoying this summer and taking time to be outdoors a little bit, to be in nature. Because, when we are in nature, when we are surrounded by a natural environment, there is something very magical that happens. It somehow reminds us of our own true inner nature, of goodness, not inner nature of negativity. I have the inner nature of being angry, of being jealous, of being judgmental. Not that inner nature, but the inner nature of my own goodness. Because the beauty of the external nature just reminds us, or it connects us with the beauty within ourselves. When we are in the midst of nature, that stability and consistency of nature reminds us, and it grounds us in our own goodness. This is why, I'm sure for many of you, and at least I know for myself, when we are feeling disturbed about something, what do we many times may say? Some of us might say, let's sleep on it. Even that also, because my mind becomes quiet and I rest, I wake up and I look at it with a fresh mind. But sometimes we go for a walk, or sometimes people go for a drive. You come out of whatever the situation may be and we go out into nature. Because nature has a way of bringing us back to core. And so when it's summer, for those of us who have the 4 seasons, it's so important that we stay connected and we enjoy the outdoors. Because when we can't, then we have to rely on going within in a natural way and connecting with our own inner nature. But when we can have the help of being out in the outdoors, that will help us to come back to core, come back to center, stabilize our inner mind, why not? So today, I want to share a few tips on how we can maintain a stable mind. And one of them is that being out in nature, whether it's in the woods, whether it's in the mountains, whether it's at the beach, whether it's in the parks, wherever there is just nature. It really helps us to connect back to our inner core. When we don't have that much to our available resource at all times, then we have to revert, right? We have to depend on our own ability to connect with our own inner truth. And I was remembering the Harry Potter series, and I am hoping, I can't assume, I'm hoping that all or most of you, if not all of you, would have either read the books or watched the movies. And there is one part of Harry Potter books or training that he had to become such a good wizard is to imagine something, either an aspect of nature, and create that in your mind so strongly that you personify it. And when he personifies that, whether it's a unicorn, whether it's the mountains, something of nature that reminds you of your own inner strength. When you can connect with that in a very vivid way, and you personify yourself like that, it can destroy all evil forces, negative forces, right? Negative influences. And immediately your mind becomes very stable. And I thought, how powerful that is. They show it in an external way, but here, when I can connect with that part of me that resonates with my inner strength, and I hold true to that, there is nothing that can shake me. And if you are more of a religious-minded person, I'm sure if you go back to your faith, you will see somewhere in the books, in the religious books, that there is mention of a time when someone, a devotee, stayed true to his or her faith in the divine, in God, in the source, in that universal energy, in such a way that it brought strength and stability to the mind. And when I'm able to do that, then I'm in that space where I can look at the situation and then come up with a solution. So whatever aspect you look at, whether you look at it from a more metaphysical sense or from a more mundane sense or from a more religious sense, there are examples out there showing me that when I hold true to one aspect that means a lot to me, the mind becomes stable. So in meditation today, what we're going to do, we're going to explore this, to find that one aspect that I feel I resonate very closely to, or resonate with it, that represents my core, that represents my inner strength, that reminds me of my beauty, right? So let's see if we can merge that aspect within myself, that physical aspect. So let's take a deep breath in and release as we relax our bodies. Take in another deep breath and release. Let your breathing be deep and regular and natural. And as you watch your breath in and out, bring your thoughts back to this present moment. And now I invite you to gently turn inward and concentrate your energies at the center of your forehead, behind the eyes. There lies the life energy, the life force in the body. Just gently allow your thoughts to rest on the center of your forehead as you connect with your life center. Feel your own energy flowing. And now I invite you to go to a place in nature, your favorite place. A place that reminds you of your own inner goodness. So with your mind, you travel to that place. Allow yourself to experience the joy, the tranquility, the serenity, whatever it is that that place reminds you of. Just feel it. And as you are there, I would like you to think of one aspect of nature that reminds you of your inner strength, that you feel best describes who you think you are. It could be a bird, and if it's a bird, maybe a specific bird, or a specific tree, or flower, or element. Of nature, element of nature. The mountains, whatever it may be. An animal, and if it's an animal, which specific animal it is. Which aspect of the world, of creation, you would connect your inner strength with. And visualize yourself being and embodying the qualities hold it, feel that. And as I feel the strength coming from that, I understand that whenever my mind is going through some sort of turmoil or confusion, I'm going to remember that I embody the qualities that are similar to whatever it is that you just chose. That's your Patronus. That's what personify or embody all your strengths and your beauty. Whether it's the mountains or the seas or the sky, or the birds, whatever it may be, an animal. Remember that element of nature. And allow your mind to relax. In that relaxed state, in that state of detachment, I now look at that crisis, that challenging situation that is outside of me. And I know that I can deal with anything when I am stable internally, stable in my goodness, stable in my inner strength. There isn't anything that I cannot do. There isn't anything that will shake me. I know how to maintain a stable mind. I just need to practice a little bit more often and trust. Trust in myself and trust in the goodness that lie within me. Now, take a deep breath in, release. As you bring your thoughts back to the room in which you are sitting, but deep inside, you hold on to that aspect of nature that reminds you of your inner strength, knowing that you have that power. So thank you very much. I wish you a very productive week and a week in which you stay true to who you really are. Om Shanti.